So in the previous unit, in case of digital relaying, we have seen that there is a technique called, we have seen a technique which is known as estimating phasors using DFT, that is discrete Fourier transform. There we have seen a term which is PMU, that is stands for phasor unit measurement. Now in this session we will see the detail of phasor measurement unit and what is it and its functioning and its working principle. So what is phasor measurement units or PMUs? So PMUs are device which is used to estimate the magnitude and phase angle of an electrical phasor, that is voltage and current, and then in a grid which is uses a common time source for synchronization. We know that we are in need of estimating phasors for digital relaying, and that phasors are being estimated by the use of phasor measurement units. Now this time synchronization is usually provided by the GPS and allows synchronized real-time measurements of multiple remote points on the grid. Now these phasor measurement units are capable of capturing various waveforms in quick succession and reconstructing the phasor quantities, which then used to make up the angle measurements and magnitude measurement. Now the resulting measurement is known as synchrophasor, that the final we have got is known as the synchrophasor. Now these time synchronized measurements are important because if the grid supply and demand are not perfectly matched, frequency imbalance can cause stress on the grid, which is a potential cause for power outage. Also PMUs can also be used to measure the frequencies in the power grid. Did you know this? And a typical commercial PMU can report measurements with a high resolution in order of 30 to 60 measurements per second. Fine. Now this helps engineers in analyzing dynamic events in the grid, which is not possible with the traditional SCADA measurement, that is supervisory control and data acquisition system, that generates the measurements every 2 to 4 seconds. But now in this case the resolution is up to 30 to 60 measurements per second. Now this enables PMU to equip utilities with enhanced monitoring and control capabilities and are considered to be one of the most important measuring devices in the future of power system. A PMU can be a dedicated device, or PMU function can be incorporated in a protective relaying with other devices. So now we will see the block diagram of a phasor measurement units. Now this is the typical block diagram of a PMU, that is phasor measurement units. So what does it contains? Now the power system measurements, that is the voltage and currents phasors, are acquired through CTs and PTs located in the field. Now this, with the help of CTs and PTs, this voltage and current are passed through an anti-aliasing filters so as to restrict the signal bandwidth according to the sampling theorem. In the previous lecture we have seen that what is the aliasing issue and what is the concept of using anti-aliasing filters. Now the input is then converted into digital format with the help of this A to D converter. Now standard specification, which is finally set to the phasor estimate unit, is sent in the form of phasor measurement, in the form of phasor estimator. Now there is a GPS clock, this GPS antenna receiver. This GPS clock, a crystal oscillator, is used to supply a clock pulse. A clock pulse has been sent to this phasor estimator. Now the phasor locator oscillator corrects this phasor locator oscillator. This is the phasor locator. This corrects any error between the pulses per second and the clock frequencies. Now finally the time stamped phasor measurement is sent to the PDC. This PDC is phasor data concentrator, which is sent via a communication interface. So this is how a phasor measurement unit works. Also, a phasor measurement unit again is a device which provides accurate time stamping of power system information by providing synchrophasors. We have seen previous synchrophasor measurements by incorporating GPS signals, time signals for time reference. It transmits synchrophasor data to the remote peers either by unicast or by multicast. Now the remote peer in a is a PDC that we have seen that over here, that phasor data concentrator. It is located at a control and monitoring center. Now we have seen the block diagram representation of phasor measurement units. Also, this PMU samples the simple phasor measurements and transmit these measurements in the form of packets to a PDC via wide area communication network. In the next lecture, we will see what is wide area communication network. Now, IEEE C37.118.2 defines there are 4 types of messages for PMU communication. That is data, configuration, header and command. Now the data message corresponds to the measurement made by PMU. Now the configuration message contains the information about the calibration factors and the metadata required to properly decode the data messages, which are normally in the machine readable format. So this is how a phasor measurement unit works in the case of digital relaying system. Okay, thank you.